Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of Dragon Age Origins Part 83. So I'm hoping we're going to be done, probably not in this part, but I'm hoping at least maybe next part we get finished, because we got a little bit left. So, so this one here is like, so the Tower of Healing, so it will heal us. Trauma. So that one will be good, like when they, I guess when the mother like decides to like summon all sorts of monsters. So that one is just like, just stun them. That's cool. Flame can now blast a single target. That's cool. So healing. So what does this do? Okay, so this is single target, whereas this is... like AoE. That's cool. I can kind of see it, yeah, because these are just like some of the skills I have. Awesome. They're probably stronger, though. But anyway, let us... So...
As you wish.
Let's see what's in here. So we got another crystal. Nice. So I'm guessing the other one be in here then?
Let's get started.
Yeah, so I kind of wonder if we're gonna finish it up in this episode. Well, that's another one. Cool. Alright, let's see what we have here. Tevinter Tower. We shouldn't be fighting the boss just yet. I don't... Yeah. Earth Mule. Let's read that real quick. So the embroidery on this robe suggests it once belonged to a worshipper of Earth Mule, the Dragon of Beauty. Huh. I think that's the dragon that we fought in Origins. Interesting. Alright. Time to kill some demons. Well, they're not demons, but they're like darkspawn, but... Oh my god, that thing's so creepy. I was reading on the lore, and it's like, they get this way by like feeding on other darkspawn. Oh my god, its face is nasty. Ugh, that is just... no. Alright, let's see here. I think we'll put these two on. Yeah. So let's do Let's get started. Alright, so then we'll do 8. I guess they're all pretty close. Yeah, there we go. Alright, then we'll do the two-handed sweep. Like, what's interesting, this thing is... yeah, like, child or hatchling. Because this one seems like it goes below the adult childer. Ugh. God, they're creepy looking. Ugh. Alright. Let's go with this one. Alright, and then we'll go with that. Alright. Let's see here.
As you wish.
Sweeps. That's still a little loud, I'm not gonna lie. I think it's the, yeah. Put it, like, right there. Okay. Just about dead. Yeah, like that's like the thing I think with some games. It's like they'll have the audio so blasting loud. It's crazy. So we got quartz.
Right. Dark spawn approach.
All right. Alright, this guy's gonna be pretty tough. Well, I think we'll be fine. I mean, damn, he's like, he looks cool looking. Like, damn, that's sick. Alright. Alright, enough appreciating the monster. Yeah, let's go with this. I don't know. Yeah, because that just tickled him. Okay. Then let's go with this one. And then let's see here. So this one, sweeping and huge arcs. That's gonna be for multiple enemies. Alright, Fractionals knocked down to the ground unless they pass. He's probably gonna resist it, so how about we do, let's do this one. Alright. Alrighty, let's see here. It's actually insane because when I look at it, like, just to take a look, my health is almost 700. That's insane. Damn, that's a lot. That's a lot of buffs. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, let's see here. How about we go with what? All right. Okay, so next, let's see here. Oh, damn. I gotta... Let's see. How about we go with this mode? Nice. So we're gonna do something else here now. So we want to go with Death Hex. And then we want to go with Death Cloud. Like, that's so insane. Like, wow. Because basically, like, the effect just stacks and just makes it very lethal. Which, honestly, I should have done, like, put that, like, right there, to be honest. And you know what? I'm gonna actually disable this ability. Just because having, like, the frost, I think is gonna be more valuable here. Alright, let's see. I mean, at this point, money's not really gonna be use. Because at this point,
It will be done.
I mean, if anyone is like desperate, like, oh, I hope there's a merchant down here. There's not gonna be a merchant down here. There's darkspawn. Do you think there's just gonna be some kind of like darkspawn that wants to sell gold? Is like, yeah, you may be the enemy, but I'll sell you some trinkets. Like, no.
If you insist.
So there's a chest down there, which is probably locked. No. Let's see. Okay, so first let's get this on. I don't know what knocked me down, but whatever. Okay, so then we'll use Blood Wound. Oh damn. He's been taking a lot of hits. I should be fine. Okay, and then let's see. Okay, so that didn't work, so let's go with the Death Hex again. Oh, shoot. Did not mean for that. Alright, and then let us heal, so we'll...
Bandages.
Don't worry, I'm getting your bandages. Don't worry. Let's just put this on. I guess I have so much crap on here. There we go. Okay. How's my weight coming? Okay, so we're okay. Lovely. We got some. Alright, so next, let's go with. What is this one? Okay, so then next we want to go with two-handed sweep. Alright, then let us go with... Yeah, that didn't work. Let's go with this one. It's really good when I can pull it off. It's just, there's not a whole lot of opportunities I'm gonna be... Oh god. Okay, so we have a lot going on here. Yeah, that's a lot. That is a lot indeed. Okay, so let's go with the sweeping strike. Time to rumble. Okay, so then next we'll do Affliction Hex. Alright, so then let's go with blood magic. Let's go with that one. And we'll go with the blood wound. Then let's see here. How about let's try to control this guy. Yeah, him. So alright. So next we'll do this ability. Okay, he's about to die, so let's use that ability. Alright. They are all dead. Nice. Goodness. I love that ability, but, like, you know, I've said it so many times, that is so blinding. If you get in there, it's like, you're not going to be able to see crap. Okay, so I think there was... Yeah, let's see if there was anything up here. Let's see. I think it was under, yeah, plot items. Okay, so need to get a. So I think we only had one. Yeah, so we need like 3 more.
Very well.
Yeah, so it looks like there are some around here somewhere. Because we want to get that healing. Yeah, the nest seems like that's going to be boss, so let us take a look around and see what we have. So that's a chest. Got another crystal, so okay. So yeah, that was 2, so we need 2 more. Wonder if they're up here somewhere. I mean, to be honest, this wasn't really a huge area, so I think we're good there. But I could have missed some, and maybe they're like hidden or something. So let's just take a look around, backtrack, and see if I missed any. So it's actually been crazy. It's actually been like raining a little bit this afternoon, and then I heard some thunderstorms earlier. I was like damn, that's loud. And yesterday it was like raining all day, which is nice because I like to read when it's raining, but I don't really have a whole lot of time to read, unfortunately. Alright, so is there anything up there? It doesn't seem like it. I mean, that was just a chest that was locked. Yeah, because I have a feeling once we go down there, because I think it'd be a little unfair to have the 2 of the crystals just locked. Like that would be really dumb. It's like okay. Alright, so let's see here. Find the crystals to fit other sockets. Nope. If this was Dark Souls, I would have died from that. Just want to point that out. I was thinking about playing Dark Souls again, but man, I have played that game so many times. It's like, as much as I like it, no. Okay, so let's see, I think, yeah, so it doesn't seem like there was anything down there, but I don't want to go into the nest because that looks like that's boss territory. It's just a chest. I mean, unless the last two are down in there. Man, I feel like that chest is going to be locked. Yeah, see, it's locked, so what do I do? Alright, let me just see real quick if the nest just takes us to the boss. I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah, okay, so this, alright, I just needed to see, so that's like, yeah, so that is the boss room. So, Dragon Age Origins, Awakening, Crystals. So, let's see here. Yeah, because I got plenty of them, but there's like, let's see here. Where is the... The ground of every tower. Hit tab if you have trouble finding or look at the picture. Yeah, because something's supposed to fit in there, but I'm missing two. It's very weird, because I mean, there's no way it's locked in there. It's probably like just some gear, but I don't know where else it would be. Oh, that's really dumb. So it is at a locked chest close to where you find... That's really... No. Okay, right after seeing the area on the right, there's a small area. So yeah, the last two... Okay. I didn't want to do this, but since I know that they're in there... Yeah, that's stupid, because it's like how am I supposed to know they're gonna be locked in chests? Like, I think because they're key items, they shouldn't be locked in a chest. That's silly. I didn't want to do this, but I'm gonna have to. It's a key item. Don't judge me for this. They locked it. It's like, hey man. I mean, yeah, maybe I should have taken Nathaniel, but the problem is, I want to have two of my mages and be very toxic with the blood stuff. So let's see here. Socket. Crystal. Okay. Alright, I think that worked. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know if that actually worked. Because that's unfortunate if I'm going to try one more time, because apparently it didn't work. So let me see here. Run script. Add item. I think that's an eye. I'm not 100% sure. It should be an eye because it's like. Yeah. Okay. So 200. I am. Socket. Crystal. Yeah, so item 200. I am socket crystal .uti. Okay, so apparently it just doesn't work. Okay. Got it. Nice. Yeah, okay. So we can't... That is really dumb. I'm not gonna lie. That is really dumb. So they, in their infinite wisdom, decide, let's lock it in 2 chests. That's stupid. I should be okay. But... Alrighty. Let's do this. So we'll go with Villana, since I really like using her as my DPS. Her and I sometimes go with Aedan. Oh boy. Well. Let us begin then. Man, she is creepy. Disgusting and creepy.
Now the pieces fall into place. The Grey Warden comes, the instrument of the Father.
Yeah, whatever you say, lady.
The Father, he is but a shadow. Oh, how my children protect me. How they love me.
I have told you many times, Mother. I am not the Father. I am simply the Architect.
It does not change what you are. You took away that beautiful music, left us with nothing.
It was a mistake to free you. It has left you with madness. I am truly sorry.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm gonna go with 3. I'm not gonna lie, guys, because even if she weren't mad, the mother would still be disgusting. Not gonna lie, she is disgusting. I mean, she's ugh. But hey, at least we got our bro here. He's gonna help us, so that's nice. All right, yeah. So even if she were not mad, the mother would still be disgusting.
But perhaps the Warden would like to hear how it was that the Father began the Blight.
Wait, what?
You want the source of the Archdemon? The one who brought all our kind to the surface? Here he is!
Wait, what? He's responsible for bringing Uthermiel?
Correct. All of these creatures are irredeemable fiends.
Oh,
Ah, there it is then. Unfortunate. I did find the old god Uthermiel, but I did not wish another Blight. I attempted my joining ritual. My hope was that this would free all Darkspawn, unravel the curse from its source. Alas, I was unlucky.
you shouldn't have even done that. So he's like, when you think about it, with all this Darkspawn crap going on, he's the one who messed with it. With Earthmeal, we lost Caleb, we lost Duncan, we lost a whole bunch of people in Ostagar, and so much more died because he's meddling, doing something with. See, this is why you just don't tamper with the bodies of ancient beings, or just don't do that in general. It's like, yeah, do you even think about the repercussions of your actions?
It is not the way of the Grey Wardens to do what must be done. in the name of combating the Blight. The Blight is a menace, both for your people and for mine. To end it requires sacrifice and risk.
Putting us at greater risk.
How lonely the father was. How terrible to be the outcast, the outsider. He claims he wishes the Darkspawn to be free, but what he truly wants is to correct them.
However you feel about what I have done, the Mother is mad. She cannot be allowed to...
Begone, Shadow! Any more than you already have. And now the hero is alone. Oh, the Mother knows your ways. You will not let her be, no, not after what she's done.
Of course not. You're crazy, lady.
It all must come crashing down!
Oh my... Ugh. She looks really ridiculous with that lower half, I'm not gonna lie.
And when we die, oh, let it come. Let it come.
Ooh, that is this. Ew, that's nasty. Alright, so let's see what we have here. That's just nasty. Okay, so let's... Let me just see here, so... Okay. Wait, no. Okay, so...
My magic is at your command.
Yes, we gotta be careful about this, because I think she's doing some kind of nonsense. Alright, so then we'll go with Death Axe. Then let's go with this one. Alright, so then let's see. Well, these are all like super strong. Alright, she's trying to do something. Let me see. Okay, so let's see how we... So I gotta be careful, man. Okay, so next, let's do Blood Wound. Not sure if she's Yeah, okay, I'm not entirely sure what we have here. So, yeah, I'm not sure if like she's resisting the bleed or not. Okay, so next, how about we go with... Alright. Then let's see. Damn. God, he's about to die. I think I can revive him though. Yeah, okay. Damn, what the hell? Great. Ugh, I was on the wrong character, damn it. Okay. Let's go with... We'll revive him. And then let us seal him. Alright, and then let's go with... I don't know if the... Like, I don't know if I killed any of these. Yeah. Alright, so let's go with... So go with that one. Oh, damn. Well, rip. Rip. Okay, let's see here. Where is my healing ability? Okay, there we go. And then, let's see. That one's regen, so that's, I'm curious about something. So what if I did that one? So that one's on cooldown. Yeah, this is certainly interesting. I mean, because I don't think you're supposed to fight those things. Damn. Oh god, he's about to die too. Ah, this is crazy. Yeah, he's dead. Oh my goodness, he's about to die too. Okay, can you please heal? Dude, heal! Oh my god, it's like... Damn. Alright. She finally let up, but it's like, holy smokes. She would not... Wow, that's a lot of enemies. Alright. Let's take control. Alright, let's do that one. Okay, so it wasn't that she resisted. Maybe it was like one of my hexes. Okay. Cool. Oh my goodness, how is he almost dying? Thank you. Alright, let's see. What do we have here? Okay, so I need to paralyze them. Yeah, okay. I don't think we want to... I don't know if I should do that. Jeez. Okay, let's go with that. That's fine. All right, let's do some things here. All right, then I don't think we can petrify her, but let's do something. Alright, and then let's see. Alright, let's think here. Alright, so then we'll do vulnerability hex. That's on cooldown still. Nah. We'll do misdirection hex. Alright, then we'll go with the heal. Alright. Okay, let's see here. Let's drink up some stamina. And let's see. How about we go with Berserk? Because I should at least kill her with my guy. Should at least do that. Then I'll drink another one. Let's see. I like using the sweeping strike. It's pretty good, especially if like inflicting a critical hit. Nice. Okay, then this one here. So this will just do normal damage on boss. Damn. She's kind of knocking me back. It's kind of annoying. Okay, so... yeah, I don't think we're gonna terrify her. But we can at least do critical strike. And then... do I have that one on? It doesn't look like I do. Okay. Then let's see here. Alright. What is she doing? That's on cooldown again, so... let's do Death Hex. Alright. Let's do... well, first of all, let's do Massacre. Gold. And then we'll do Peon's Flight. My goodness, stop with your freaking tentacles. Like, stop it. Damn it, it's like, I thought that would have been so good. Okay. That's just annoying. That sucks. Dude, can you do not take my kill from me? I'm gonna be upset. Well, I think she did, but whatever. It was a team effort. Die, lady. Yeah. Kill her! Freaking gross ass. Ugh. She's just nasty. Disgusting, nasty, good riddance, rip bozo. That was tough. My lord. Alright, let's see here. So, after the death of the mother, the remaining Darkspawn forces scattered and fled back into the Deep Roads. The raids on Amaranthine came to an abrupt end. The architect apparently kept his word, gathering his remaining disciples to follow the rest of their kind back underground. Those Grey Wardens and other nations were appalled to hear the architect's continued existence, but were unable to track him down despite years of effort. Some within the Order have claimed that the architect's survival guarantees another Blight, and yet the deep roads have slightly been quieter than any can recall. Most have resignedly decided that it is now in the Maker's hands. So, word of the Grey Warden's heroic salvation of Amaranthine spread like wildfire. When the magnitude of the losses of Vigil's Keep came to light, sympathy drove generous donations from all over Ferelden into the region's coffers. Amaranthine was restored to her former glory within a year. Vigil's Keep in 5. So let's see here. Was restored to her former glory. So it took a year for Amaranthine to be restored, and then it took 5 years for the Vigil's Keep. Nice. Alright, so because of the Warden's support for law and order in Amaranthine, Constable Aedan and his men were able to distribute the smugglers' goods to the battered survivors in the grueling days that followed the Darkspawn defeat. Yeah, so that was one of the missions I did. So if you guys remembered the captain of the guard, I forget his name, he was talking about like, oh, you know, there's some smugglers. I did that off screen. It was pretty much a Scooby-Doo chase. It was an interesting mission, but it's nice to see that that's getting recognition here. Alright, the war devastated the farmlands of the Arling, but the land survived. In time, opportunity would attract settlers from other regions, as always. And then Vigil's Keep stood alone against the horde of Darkspawn. The Mother's forces outnumbered the Vigil's defenders many times over. So yeah, this was like one of those choices. It's like, okay, what choice do we make? Because really what it came down to, it's like Amaranthine was outnumbered by Darkspawn, and one of the people that we spoke to or spoke to us told us is like, the city is lost, we need to burn it down. But here's the thing, in at least in my opinion, when it comes to the Grey Wardens, yes, we're here to defeat the Blight, but if we lose all our cities or everything in the process, and it's only military fortresses that remain, then what's the point of continuing to fight them? It's like there has to be a reason to fight the Darkspawn. It can't just be, they're the enemy, they're here to just destroy life. It's like it has to be, we're here to preserve our way of life, we're here to preserve our prosperity. So yeah, we could have had we could have saved Vigil's Keep, but what about Amaranthine City? We would have killed innocents. Like, yes, it might have been one can argue, well, it's like a tough choice. Do you get rid of prevent any further instances of the human populace in Amaranthine being infected by the Blight, or do you? But it's like, or on the flip side, we do still save them. We don't abandon them. Like, because here's the thing, the Grey Wardens are sworn, like they know what they're signing up for. It's not like a surprise that you will die in the line of duty. So in my opinion, it's like, hey, let's at least defend. Let's defend like what comes after, which is the prosperity comes, the population. Because if Amaranthine did fall, then what actually happens to the region here? Everything's going to fall into just disorder and chaos. Because then, any farmers that may have, maybe they have survived somehow, it can be complete anarchy. Like the city had to in my opinion had to be preserved. Now, if I was playing a more, I guess, sinister, it's like, yeah, let's just burn the populace. Let's burn them, and it's like it's my keep. I want that to survive. So maybe if my character was a little selfish, because here's the other thing: Aedan has a sad backstory. He lost his family because Housemen killed everyone. He took it for himself, and I can only imagine how that would really hit his gut. Damn, I'm almost at 15 minutes. Oh my god, dude, I really gotta wrap this up. But the point is, Aedan isn't going to sacrifice Amaranthine because it's like, oh, we may prevent a future blight. It's like, I think from his past, it's like, we can't do that. We gotta at least keep our humanity. Anyway, alright, so let's continue on here. Okay, so, but the sturdy dwarven walls proved impervious to any boulder. This is something I did off screen. And an ogre, so anything that an ogre could throw. The vigil soldiers, clad in silverite, each felled a dozen darkspawn before they died. The vigil held one night, then two, then a week, and eventually the attacking horde broke upon her walls. The keep developed an almost mythic reputation. The few survivors immortalized in song and legend, so... Huh. So it's like they did last for a while, but eventually, those walls weren't going to last forever. Alright, and then the Vigil became a trading hub that would eventually eclipse the city of Amaranthine, with traders reassured by guards continually patrolling the pilgrim's path. But prosperity bred scheming and treachery between merchants and nobles, testing the commander's patience for years to come. So let's see here. The Vigil became a trading hub. Traders reassured by guards continuously. So like literally because there's like contention between like nobles and the merchants. Oh, screw the merchants. I mean, not the merchants, the nobles. Peace allowed the wardens to replenish their numbers. Soon, Vigil's Keep bore a capable army with the wardens at its core. From their ranks emerged new heroes to challenge threats to Amaranthine and all of Ferelden. So, all right. Through taxes and levies, the Vigil was rebuilt. Years later, Voldric Glavenok stood on the battlements and pronounced that the defenses were acceptable. He would never speak more highly of any human engineering. Some nobles claimed the Grey Wardens were involved in Ban Esmeralda's disappearance on the eve of the final battle against the Darkspawn. Dark whispers hint that a conspiracy to oust the Wardens from Amaranthine still afoot. Huh. So it looks like they're trying to oust the Wardens because of Esmeralda's disappearances. Isn't she the one that betrayed us too? And among the many legends that the Vigil spawned was one of the great heroes of the next age, a shepherd herder turned soldier by the name of Sir Alec the Valiant, who eventually founded an order of knights that lasted 1,000 years. So the great heroes of the next age, a shepherd herder, Sir Alec the Valiant. The commander's blade, vigilance. So that's the weapon I used. Crafted from the bones of an ancient dragon, was boldly stolen by Antivan crows. Of course. The blade changed hands many times thereafter, with some master swordsmen pursuing the weapon their entire lives. Some claim that this legendary blade had a life of its own, and that its power is steadily growing. Huh. So, yeah, I guess with all the darkspawn it's been killing, it kind of started, maybe got corrupted by the blight itself. Interesting. I am really trying to hurry this up. I yap too much. Okay, Dworkin Glavenok further refined his lyrium sand explosives, but left the wardens employ after Quinari mercenaries tried to assassinate him. Although the dwarven bombardier took his secrets with him, the learned say he left clues for others to follow in his footsteps. So you got other basically arsonists and whatnot. That's nice. Oh god, there is so much here to read. Okay, the Vigil soldiers wearing the distinctive silverite armor Master Wade crafted came to be known, as the Silver Order. Under the tutelage of the Wardens, the Silver Order developed into one of Ferelden's most revered military forces, a lasting memory of the Vigil's famous commander. Nice. So with Valana and the Architect gone from the region, the Pilgrim's Path began to see traffic again. The massacre of the militiamen and the merchants, however, led to hostilities between the neighboring human settlements and any Dalish clans that passed by. Yeah, unfortunately, her hatred for humans would do that. I mean, that's something, when you think about it, yeah, she definitely, I don't think, deserves to go back to the clan after what she did, because she just made things worse. I mean, she did good with us, but it's like those are our actions she's going to have to live with, assuming we see her in the next game. All right, one human villager soon kidnapped and murdered oh god, this is getting dark. Murdered a Dalish child. The clans reacted by giving the Wending Wood a wide berth, but both sides know that at some point the elves will return for revenge. Yeah, that we might see some play in that in too. Alright, a few years after Kal Harol was emptied of Darkspawn, Orzammar began sending expeditions to rediscover the knowledge of smithing that had been lost within the Taig. Alright, then eventually House Helmi decided that King Harol was too important to be abandoned. A tremendous cost of dwarven lives. They cleared the tunnels leading to Kal Harol, leading of all Darkspawn, marking the road between Orzammar and the fortress safe again. So they cleared it out. Nice. Kal Harol was reclaimed for Orzammar once and for all. Awesome. So it's now... So I guess we'll see what happens in future installments, what becomes of this place, whether it'll be taken over again or it will be a prosperous city. Alright, as promised, Vuldrik and Dworkin presented Orzammar's Shaperite with the stonemaker that told of how Kal Harol's Castles had taken up arms against the Darkspawn. Another side quest I did, but amen. The Castles aren't so beneath the rest of the dwarves as the high class in Dwarven society would think. Alright, and then the commander of the Grey was invited to Orzammar as a guest. Oh, that's nice, as a guest of honor at a feast commemorating the defenders of Kal Harol. The Shaper read the names of the Castles off the marker, then presided over a ceremony to return them to the stone, as befitted warriors of their stature. God, I hope we finish this soon, man. This is like... Oh, I should not have yapped, but there's so much I could have said. But it's like this is one of these games, it really makes you think. Alright. In time, the Arling began to forget the tales of apparitions in the Black Marsh, and ever so slowly, settlers drifted into the region. Scholars said the veil was still thin, and thus the area still dangerous. But the people only cared that there were no longer frightening whispers in the shadows. The village was slowly rebuilt. Twice the Baroness's mansion was rebuilt and occupied, once by a wealthy merchant and another by an release and mage. Interesting. They died mysteriously. Afterwards, the mansion was torn down completely and the site left untouched. Yeah, that place, it's probably just don't go there. It's just bad luck. Alright. So I think we're getting to our companions now. So hopefully in the next 5 minutes we'll be done. So Anders remained with the Grey Wardens a few years longer, training the Order's next... Oh, cool. So he's training the next generation of mages. But when the Circle Tower called on him to deliver a lecture on the nature of the Architect, much to the Templars' dismay, Anders told the commander of the Grey that his time with the Wardens was over. And yet, not 2 months later, Anders returned to the Order, even after the Wardens were his home and his lasting companion. So yeah, probably there was... The Templars probably did not like what he had to say, and they possibly wanted to get him killed, but he went back to the Order. Alright, Villana never saw her clan again, but neither did she forsake her Dalish culture, nor her sharp tongue, nor her quick temper. Yeah, so it looks like so even though she's abandoned, even though she was no longer welcome back, she wouldn't forget telling stories of her people, because it's passed down by the survivors. It's good. And her friendship with the Warden Commander changed her opinions on humankind significantly. Shortly after the Mother's defeat, Darkspawn stragglers who still remained on the surface attacked a human village. Villana was the only warden nearby and defended the village single-handedly. She did not sneer once. Then years later, on an expedition in the Deep Roads, Villana took off on her own after saying she had seen Sarani in the shadows. The other wardens searched for her, but she was truly gone. Damn. So maybe she eventually did become corrupted. Sad. Okay, so then... Alright, so we have Nathaniel. Let's see here. So, he did manage to survive the Battle of Vigil's Keep, leading a spirited defense in the last minutes to protect his family home. That ferocity impressed many of his fellow soldiers, who hoisted him to their soldiers and paraded him around the courtyard when the battle was done. So he really proved himself as a Howe, which is awesome, because it's like, after all the stuff with Rend and Howe, it's like, hey, he redeemed the family name. And then after spending a number of years with the Wardens, Nathaniel realized the life was not for him. He said goodbye. Life was not for him. He said goodbye to his sister Delia and his new nephew, then left to seek his fortune. And in time, that nephew became a Grey Warden. Oh, so his nephew became a Grey Warden. And so his nephew became a Warden Commander? Cold. And he brought honor to the Howe name once again. Awesome. Alright, so yeah, let's see what our, I forget, what was his name was like, yeah, his name was Justice, who originally, the body of, Kristoff. Okay. So, once the Darkspawn threat was ended, Justice left the Grey Wardens to pursue other injustices. Alright, so we're still okay. So, years later, he appeared on the doorstep of Kristoff's window, and smiling, simply dropped dead. Aura finally had a body to mourn. If the spirit itself remains alive, it has not shown itself. So maybe, it finally, like, the corpse of Kristoff finally came to an end. Like, if he is a spirit, does he go back to the Fade, or does he just wander in the human in Thedas, but no one can really see him? It's gonna be interesting. Alright, it was Sigrun who led the charge against the Darkspawn when Vigil's Keep was attacked. Once again, she had an army behind her, and once again, they fought Darkspawn with no hope of survival. This time, Sigrun did not flee. And then Ogryn rallied a last-minute defense of the gate, taking on two ogres simultaneously. Cold from Ogryn to allow others time to regain the courtyard. He eventually passed out from blood loss, and when he woke weeks later, nobody was more surprised than he to discover he had been credited as a hero. And then the Ogryn continued to regale young Warden's recruits with tales of his prowess in both battle, of course, and his demon time, aka in his bedroom. His bedroom adventures, let's call it that. His drinking games prompted at least one recruit to declare that she'd rather reattempt the joining than lift another mug. Because that she'd rather attempt to... Damn. Alright, and then Felsi returned to Vigil's Keep several times to see Ogryn, bringing their toddler as well. Ogryn's inability to act seriously wore on her, and her visits dwindled and so she eventually stopped altogether. If Ogren missed her or his child, he never showed it. Alright, I think we're almost done here, hopefully. My goodness, there's so much here. Alright. As for the savior of Ferelden, he did not remain as a commander of the Grey for long. The Darkspawn were no longer a real concern. The Blight, well and truly over. It was time for him to move on. Some claim the commander went to Antiva, chasing after the assassin Zevran. One rumor suggested the pair engaged in a terrible showdown in the Antivan capital, and others say they took over the Crows. Perhaps they adventure together still. So it looks like our guy became, chased after Zevran and joined with the Antivan Crows. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, damn, it's like I wanted him to still be at the Grey Wardens, but whatever. But yeah, that was Awakening, guys. I'm sure I could say a lot more. There were some minor complaints I had, but it was nothing with the story. It was just more of like gameplay mechanics. I won't get too much into them. But yeah, that has been Dragon Age Origins and Awakening. This has taken almost 2 months. I appreciate everyone who has turned this down because I don't want to get myself distracted. It has, been quite a journey. This has been a game I've really appreciated. It was a new experience. The combat tactics, something that really took time to get used to, and I still feel like I'm not a complete master at it, but hey, we got through it. So yeah, next game will be Dragon Age 2. We will be starting that tomorrow. I am going to do the witch hunt off screen though, and hopefully once I so hopefully tomorrow we'll start. If not, it'll be Friday. We'll see. But yeah, I apologize for this video being a little over. I did not expect there to be a lot of like endgame stuff, like with the dialogue and everything, but should be good now. Yeah. So yeah. Until next time, guys, I shall see you in Dragon Age 2.